Hello everyone, my name is Kid Lee and welcome to a Star Wars The Old Republic news update. Before we get started...
Cookie?
Not me, sir.
Young lady?
No, thank you.
Alright, now that everybody's settled in, Bioware announced today that game producer Ben Irving has actually stepped down and has gone on to take on another role over at Bioware. The current rumors are that he is going to be either heading up or one of the key figures in a new IP that Bioware is currently working on down there in Austin. Now, of course, on top of that, you could add on the additional rumors that they're actually working on a brand new Star Wars The Old Republic game. Now, I know Bioware has actually come out and said they're not doing that, but you know what? Gaming companies do that all the time. They're like, no, we're not working on that. And then they come like 2 years later and say, oh, by the way, here's the trailer for our new Old Republic game. So you just never know. Now, I think some people might actually be relieved that Ben Irving is now gone. A lot of people think he was one of the key figures in the new RNG system that so many people love. That's the right word, right? Love? Okay, we'll go with that. So many people love the RNG system. So who's going to take his place? That is the key question here. Well, Bioware announced today that his replacement is going to be a guy by the name of Keith Koenig. Now, if you've seen any of the live streams or even some of the posts from Eric Musco, Musco has constantly said, my boss Keith, my boss Keith, my boss Keith. Well, that is this guy. Now, his previous role was actually Director of Live Services. So he's going to be transitioning over to this new game producer role, which should be really interesting. I actually had a chance to briefly speak with some of the other influencers, Brian from the Bad Feeling podcast and Jesse Stardust, and actually they have actually met this Keith guy, and they actually say two things. One, he's a super nice guy, and he knows what he's doing. And then sort of two is he actually plays this game a lot. Brian in particular told me that Keith is currently on his fourth 300 Galactic Command character, and that he's got well over, what was it, 2,000 hours in this game, I think? So some crazy numbers, and it seems like he just plays all the time. Well, this guy seems to have the stats to prove it. And he has actually said himself that he's big into PvP. So if you're one of these people who are really wanting more PvP content, well, you might have the guy in charge now that's going to be giving it to you all the time. So that's pretty cool stuff. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Just a quick little news update as we are currently in some really exciting times. Star Wars Celebration is happening right now for people who are watching this video on time. And we've got a cantina here in right at about 24 hours. And so it'd be really interesting to see what comes out of that. But that'll go ahead and do it for this video. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Thank you all so much for watching. And with that being said, everybody keep playing and have fun.